Hello there, everybody. This is Baz back again. I don't really have a structure to this video, so it may feel a little bit over the place, but I just want to kind of get something out there, something that's been on my mind. As of lately, my kind of state of consciousness, really, or I guess I've had a new kind of alertness to like life and just everything in general, YouTube, everything. I used to think YouTube was the be all and end all. I thought that would be nothing if I didn't have YouTube. Like, I didn't want to go off and work for someone else. I feel like that would be demoralizing to me because of, it will almost be like accepting that I'm a failure. Which is far from the truth. For the last 2 weeks or so, I'd say, I was listening to an audiobook that's been out, I think, since the year 2000. I don't know, 2005 maybe, around the early noughts, basically. It's called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I think that's how you say his name. And the book has really switched my perspective on life. To put it obviously, to condense what it's about, it's basically about staying in the present moment, and they go on to say how the thoughts we have on a daily basis aren't really our own. It's like an ego. It's like there's two sides of us. There's us that's looking at the ego, and then there's the ego which we think is us. So it's like you're possessed, and you think that the thing is possessing you is you, kind of thing. And you may be thinking, what do you mean? I think in my head, I think my own thoughts and stuff. You may think you think your own thoughts, but really it's just like your brain's way of making problems for themselves, I guess. Now, I'm not trying to push an agenda on you. I'm not trying to say I'm not trying to push any kind of religion on you or spiritual practices. I'm just telling you from my own perspective a shift that I've gone through. Ever since noticing like my thought patterns, I guess you could say, ever since observing my own thought patterns, I've realized how big of a lie I've been telling myself everything is. Like, I feel like everything was a certain way, like this is black and white kind of thing, but there's so much more to it than that, and I just feel like my perspective switch has been, I don't know, it's hard to explain what's been going on. So first and foremost, I thought to myself, if I can be happy just in the present moment rather than use the present moment as a means to an end for something in the future, then I can just be here and now, present and happy no matter what happens. Even if, I'm in the worst situation ever, if I'm able just to bring myself out of my mind and into my body, or, just into the surrounding situation without any judgment or resistance, then really nothing can penetrate me, so to speak. Stop being dirty. I know what you're thinking. It's usually you'll find that it's resistance to situations that is the thing that makes it bad. I think it's William Shakespeare who said, good and bad, so I'm paraphrasing here, but good or bad doesn't exist, but thinking makes it so. Something like that. Basically saying that, maybe losing your car, getting your car robbed isn't necessarily a bad thing, but, it's because our mind says it's bad, it's bad. We associate things being taken from us as bad, which is far from the truth, because who we are isn't really who we are. Without getting all spiritual, there's a whole thing there. I really recommend you guys read the book, or maybe even get the audio book. I'm listening to it on Audible. I've actually listened to it twice now. Wow, I'm going through it the second time now. Because it's so profound, and I feel like it just resonates with something. And people who listen to it, whether you're religious, non-religious, it's not religious at all, just so you know. It obviously uses religious parables, such as the Bible, stuff that Jesus says and stuff like that, as examples to what they're trying to suggest, basically. So you're probably thinking, where does this lie with the channel? What the hell are you talking about? Are you on acid? No, I'm not on acid, don't worry. I'm completely sane. Actually, I'm more saner than I've ever been. The reason I'm making this video is because I am going to be applying for a night shift job soon, I think. Just to kind of remind me of why I love doing YouTube. Because I've done it for so long now that I forgot why I like doing it. And it feels like I'm making videos for the sake of making videos rather than making them because I really enjoy making them. So basically what I'm saying is this channel now will just be anything I want to do. Whether I get views or not, it doesn't matter, because if it's coming from a place of love, then the creation's going to be amazing, and hopefully it reaches people there, and they feel that like resonate with them. So I'm gonna be getting like a warehouse job, maybe, you know, like 10 to 6 or something like that, and then I'll probably be streaming, and then I'll, from those, maybe recording games and stuff, but I'll be doing let's plays, reactions, you know. But sometimes I won't even like record at all. I think what's happened is I've got so used to doing YouTube and Twitch that I've attached some kind of identity to how well the YouTube or Twitch does, and therefore if it does bad, it's because I'm a crappy person, I'm boring, blah blah blah. And once I kind of observe that thought process, I see how stupid it really is. Like, I'm attaching who I think I am as a person to something that's completely out of my control. There's a Stoic practice that says you should only be concerned with 2 things in life, and those are your thoughts and your actions. Everything else is out of your control. If you can't control it, if you can't change it, you've got to just accept it and surrender to it. Because once you surrender to it, all like emotion, all feelings, all thought patterns that go with that thing just diminish, and you realize it is what it is, and you're just living in the moment rather than, you know, anxiously thinking about the future, about how it's going to affect you. Because things, like I said, like before, things might happen to you, and it's your decision to view them as good or bad. So I'm not sure how this is going to work. I obviously haven't got the job yet, you know. I'll probably be a little bit before I actually manage to get the job, but once I do, things might change a little bit. I'll have a better perspective on life and stuff. But yeah, if I could give a message across to you guys, it would be, don't use your present moment here and now. Most people don't realize they live on autopilot. They're going through their phones. Like I'm a sucker for it. I'm always on my phone, always. Like, and it's like all that information is getting soaked into my brain, and I always think, why am I thinking so negatively? It's because you subconsciously are taking in really crappy information all the time without even realizing. This audiobook that I'm listening to kind of gives you it brings you into the moment, and you realize you're aware of your thought patterns, you're aware of how you feel, and rather than attach yourself to them, you just observe them, and therefore it feels like it's not happening to you. It's just something that's happening, and this too shall pass, I think is the saying. Everything good and bad will eventually pass, but the meaning of that saying is to just live in the present moment, live here, live now. You know, life's too short to spread hate, spread negative energy around. You know, we're basically here for, like, in the grand scheme of things, we're here for like a freaking, like that, basically. Let's not spend our lives just in hate and, you know, in jealousy and stuff like that. I think getting away from social media is good, because often you find yourself judging yourself and comparing yourself to other people. Don't be doing that. It's not good for you at all. Honestly, I do it all the time as well, and I'm realizing it's absolutely horrible for you. But I think for this channel now, I really just want to spread a positive message. I think Corey Kenshin's a massive inspiration, as you can tell. You know, it's repping the samurai. I think the man unconsciously does what I'm talking about. I think the man lives in the moment. You know, he's grateful for what he has. He has gratitude. His religious practice obviously helps him be grateful for the things he has in life through prayer, and that's really nice to see. And, you know, he doesn't tear anyone down. He bigs them up, and that is and honestly, I can see why the man's so popular. I can see why he's doing so well with life, and why people admire him so much. He's an extreme inspiration, and I do hope to one day maybe be as inspirational as him. But yeah, from this moment onwards, there's going to be no judgment from me. I notice I've judged myself and judged other people far too quickly. I think I just want to live now, you know? I just want to enjoy the moment. It's all about just enjoying life and taking the memories with you. Because once you die, you're not going to be taking like material wealth with you. Of course, you're not going to be taking your memories with you, as far as we know, but your actions and your presence alone through other people's life would have miraculously helped them and help yourself. And I think it's good to spread a positive message out there for other people to carry on and spread that, rather than, you know, here's a Tesla. I would love a Tesla, by the way. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't like these materialistic things, But if you don't have a foundation on the inside, you're just going to crumble, even if you've got everything on the outside. But yeah, I'm rambling now. Like I said, this has got no structure really at all. But I thought I would just get this video out there because I guess speaking it out loud helps me solidify what I'm talking about. So what a summary for this video, I guess you could say, is I'm going to be doing what I want, basically. You know, so it might not get the views, it might not do very well. I don't mind that, as long as it comes from a place of love, like I said. Then I think the message will be powerful enough, and the videos will be entertaining. I hope you guys enjoy this message. Yeah, stay safe, everybody. You know, forgive yourself. You know, it's okay to have messed up every now and then. You know, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to have your life together. It's honestly completely fine. You know, rather than think of an overall picture, you just take things step by step. Like, you don't have to have a massive purpose in life. You don't have to be like, I need to be this doctor. Just take the little things you do in life and make them your purpose as you go along. And maybe over time something will unravel. And if it doesn't matter, because you've got purposes in your everyday life and being. So we're human beings, we're not human doings. So just be. Don't think you have to do so much. Just chill. You're all good. Don't worry about it. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to this ramble of a madman. But hope you have a good night or good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. And I'll see you very soon. Take care.